Could we stretch that near the cameras, maybe, just to have a look at it, and maybe...
Yeah, well, first of all, I'd like to welcome you here. Last year, as part of our action plan for jobs, we decided that we would set up a manufacturing forum to look at the potential of the manufacturing industry. And today we're seeing the fruits of that work. This is a sector that can do great things for the future in Ireland. That report points to a future where we can create 20,000 additional jobs in manufacturing by 2016 if we have the ambition and put the policies in place to deliver that. Some of those policies are set out very clearly. It's about having the ambition for many of our companies to step up the quality of what they do, the quality of design, the quality of research, the quality of international marketing. We will set up new start-up funds to encourage more companies to start in manufacturing. But at the core, this is about the need in Ireland to make things in Ireland. For too long, we spent our time building property to sell to one another. We now need to make things that we can sell to others. That's the core of our ambition to build a strong export-led recovery that's sustainable, that will provide employment. There's much to be done to deliver this. Much of it is in the skill area as well as in the enterprise area. And that's why, as part of joint up government, we're working together to deliver on a really exciting ambition for the manufacturing sector, which I believe was neglected in the past.
Well, I would endorse everything that Richard has just said, and the reason why I'm here standing beside him is to show this very clear connection between institutes of technology and institutes of education that can actually tailor specific programs that manufacturers like Prodeco here actually need. I'm recently finalising details for a new apprenticeship review board, which I'll be bringing to government, with a view to creating sustainable jobs, a mixture of skills acquired in an educational institute and in plants like this. You've seen the level of the sophistication and the high quality that will enable us to produce the kind of skilled technicians that currently we have to import from all around the world. There's about 4,000 to 5,000 manufacturing jobs that become available every year because of retirements, and we have to maintain a flow of people who want to work in that environment, who will get well paid, get secure employment, and will be doing the sort of things that Richard's just been talking about, making things that other people want to buy at a price that they can afford. That's what this country has to do. When we come out of the programme of recovery, and we can't go back to the madness of the past that Richard has just described. We have to actually earn our living by selling things that other people want and selling them at a price that gives us a living that we require for ourselves and our children. And this is a classic example of the kind of thing that we have in mind, and we can do it. We can do it.
Mr. Bruton, can I ask you, I mean, we heard for years that manufacturing wasn't the way to go, that we couldn't compete with China, India, Brazil, wherever it was. So why the change now?
Well, you can see here from what Prodeco have done. This was a business that was serving ICT hardware, a business that migrated from our shores, and they transformed themselves to now being servants to the pharma sector. They're providing precision tools, almost 100% export. They have carved out an entire new market, and I think that's the challenge for manufacturing. We need to lift companies' ambition and their capacity to deliver it, and that's what this report is about. It's about identifying the needs to step up for different businesses and then putting the pieces in behind it. The research support, the skills support, the market penetration. These are the elements that government can help with. But the ambition is there, and people like Robin Rennicks, who's he's so passionate about his industry. Many would have been retired 10 times over, but Robin, who I know from his Kilbride days in the Royal County, he has been absolutely committed to manufacturing as a way of life, and I think that's what we need to engender in Ireland.
The end of industry was an Anglo-Saxon fad. Mrs. Thatcher effectively closed down manufacturing industry in Britain, and the assumption was that you couldn't manufacture profitably in Europe. Well, the Germans and the Swiss and a whole lot of other people like the Danes and the Finns have shown that you can do that. And this is an example of just how it can be done. And we're going to do it for the 21st century. And from the educational sector, we will provide the fit in terms of the kind of educational programs, the kinds of teaching, the kinds of learning experience that Irish industry like this actually needs, and which it will pay for and pay good wages.